Oh, G4, G4, G4. You know, I feel like in some ways I'm beating a dead horse because everyone has been talking about this. And I partly felt like not doing this video because it was like, well, what's the point? Um, there's like about 10 other people that already did this video. I was like, you know what? Why not? So this is about the whole indie. I didn't even know her actual name. I know her name was like Frost something. So any black responds to her rant. And to be honest, you can sit there and read it yourself. I will leave a link to the article in the description box below. But just to summarize it up, she makes matters worse. Okay, she doubles down on her BS when she's being when she's being interviewed by someone. And it's at this point that you kind of realize that not only does she not care, but G4 does not care as a whole. There is two people that need to be fired. Okay, there's two people that needs to be fired. Her and Adam Sessler. They both just need to be fired. Let's just be real. G4, their relaunch is a crap fest, pretty much. Point blank, it's a crap fest. Looking back at the whole thing, and I said this before in my other video, but let's be honest, is G4 really necessary? With everything that they got going on now, I mean, G4 was like YouTube before YouTube became YouTube. But now that we have YouTube, what's the point of people like her? What's the point of people like Adam Sessler? There's like about 10 versions of him right now that I could just sit there and type up and they'll come up. And the same thing with her. My issue with her isn't her looks, isn't her gender, isn't her sexuality, it's her personality. Okay? It's her oversensitive bitchiness, her need to sit there and try to defend herself by using her sexuality and everything else, and just the fact that she did this rant pretty much because she was insecure. Okay? And she decided to point to two other people that are more or less no longer um, with the company. I mean, let's think about this for a minute. The whole idea when they try to do G4 relaunching is to try to get back their original personalities. You have Kevin Pereira, that's still on it. You have Adam Sessler. That's about it. Where's Olivia Munn at? Where is Morgan Webb at? You know? It was always very weird to me, even just watching Adam Sessler's reviews. Like, without, it's like Mulder and Scully. There is no Adam Sessler without Morgan Webb and vice versa. And now you finding out that this guy is an asshole. Okay? He doesn't like you simply because you didn't vote the way he wanted you to vote. Your political party is different from him, and he practically thinks that you drink piss and that you should die, more or less. I mean, he said that to his own family members. And the same thing with her. She doesn't like anyone, she doesn't want fans that are Trump supporters. Now, just think about that. You are literally saying 50% of your audience, now you can kick rocks. Why? Because you don't believe in what I believe in. For somebody who is part of the LGBT community, you would sit there and think that inclusiveness is what this woman stands for. It's pretty much what she stands for. But the fact of the matter is, you fall for the other guy, and she doesn't want you. And she made herself look worse in this article when she was being interviewed. And bottom line is that she comes across very childish. She comes across very childish, very sensitive, very insecure. And when I was sitting there watching the video on, about this from Mecca Random, which, to be honest, I really don't like her, but I gotta give her props for, her doing a bang up job as far as the video is concerned. And one of the things that she was saying was about the trolls. Now, let's be honest, no one likes sexism in gaming. But to be honest, when you sit there and look at it as a whole, there's more than just sexism in gaming. There's racism in gaming. There's all sorts of problems in gaming. So I'm not discounting what she's saying, but the way she said it, she came across that she was attacking people. And that's the thing. You literally are attacking your demographic audience. If you look at YouTube right now, because I went, and I gotta sit there and not subscribe to them, which is kind of what this video is more about as far as boycotting them. Um, Going on that channel, she's doing this review as though nothing happened. No apology, no nothing. Same thing with Adam Sessler. They're just going about business like usual, like everything is fine. And the thing that's so bizarre about this whole whatever is that when you look in the comment section, not one person is sitting there calling her out. Not one person is sitting there calling out Adam Sessler out. It's like all the comments, and they must have really scrubbed hard body through these comments. Because all the comments sitting there talking about, oh man, it was a great review. I really loved your review. You did a great job, this, that, and third. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Where's the real reviews at? Because for the people listening to saying that they're great reviews, like it was a great review, or whatever. You gotta sit there and think. Like 8 days ago, she was literally attacking you and saying you were a bad person because you have a penis. Okay? And either they don't have good engagement, like I can't remember, I think it was Robert Stone that said that, or they're just falsifying their comments. Or they're only just sitting there accepting the good comments. Every comment that's bad, they're just taking them out. I think they should sit there and fire these two. But if they want to, here's the thing: if they want to sit there and keep those two around, then I think YouTube as a community should sit there and boycott them. And it's not really that hard to do when you stop and think about it. We have YouTube. We have 10 versions of her. And you know what? There are probably better people that's not going to sit there and lecture you, not going to sit there and crap on you practically because you're a man, and not going to sit there and call you a sexist pig because you're a man. And it's going to sit there and take a bit of responsibility when they mess up, not just go back to work Monday morning like nothing ever happened. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video is about. Just try to boycott them. Just unsubscribe to them, boycott them, because at the end of the day, if you want to, here's the thing: you gotta stand with them. You subscribe to them, their channel, you watch their content, and you support people like her, who's going to sit there and tell you you're a bad person simply because you're a man. You're going to sit there and support Adam Sessler for basically sitting there saying, well, if you don't vote the way I vote, then you drink piss and that you should die. You either, it's one of those things where it's like there's no middle ground. With this type of situation, there's no middle ground. You either stand with these people and what their message is, or you stand against them, you stand against the messages they're saying, and you straight up boycott them. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.